Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 2nd of March. Another beautiful day today. Active weather this weekend. What about the chance of any severe weather? Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's go to some of the Skycam shots early this morning at the insane hour of 5 a.m. Here's a look at downtown Fayette. Clear and pretty cold. Some spots were actually below the freezing mark up in northwest Alabama, like Haleyville here in Winston County. But some other spots are in the 40s. Again, another great reminder, this is not a one-number place. You'll see the map here in just a moment. There's the Birmingham Skycam looking south from the Daniel building. Pretty good cold front north and west of the state. That's some really cold air, a 1,040 millibar high up on the Canadian border, but the core of that stays well to the north of here. And yeah, look at those numbers. Haleyville sitting at 29 degrees. Goodness. Cullman 32, Gadsden 34, but you go to Birmingham, it's 41. And Montgomery's got 44. But everybody warms up nicely today. We'll be up close to 70 by afternoon. And around the nation, there's that very cold air to the north. In the core of that, 19 below zero Fahrenheit. But again, the upper winds will not allow that down here. And the watch warning map, pretty quiet for the 2nd of March. Typically somewhere you got a major winter storm, severe weather, but really the biggest issue is some snow out in the California mountains. Convective outlooks. This is day 3, which is Friday. There's a risk of severe weather over much of Arkansas. And again, we'll keep an eye on that system as it progresses south to see if we have any severe weather issues here Saturday or Saturday night. Now, the good news, this thing looks like it's going to put down some pretty good, decent rainfall amounts. This is suggesting rains of 1 to 2 inches statewide. And we'll take that. Rainfall deficiencies are running about 3 to 6 inches for the year. Not going to knock that out in one event, but that's a good start. Hate for it to be over the weekend, but sometimes that's the way it happens. All right, we'll check the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at noon today. Got a west-northwest flow aloft. The trough over the northeast stays well north of here. And again, down below that should be a pretty decent day today. Bright and sunny with a high pretty close to 70. In fact, both the NAM and the GFS are printing 71. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with low 70s likely. The NAM is a bit warmer. They've got 74. All right, Friday, we've got moisture coming back, but we also note a little bit of a cold air damming kind of thing. Note that big 1,040 cold high that is just off the coast of Maine, and that tries to kind of nose in here from the east. So we will be alert for any sign of the wedge where it might be colder over East Alabama. Whatever, one way or the other, it should be a mostly cloudy day and maybe a shower in spots. Don't think it'll be a rainy day at all. But highs will greatly depend on that wedge setup. If you got the wedge coming in, we'll be only in the low 60s. If not, would be in the low 70s. And then Saturday, starting off the weekend, there's your trough, axis to the west. Not exactly the most intense or sharp dynamic trough you'll ever see for this time of the year. And look at this now. The GFS all of a sudden is turning wet earlier. Instead of really holding off until late Saturday or Saturday night, it's got a good rain band coming in here Saturday morning. This looks like a really wet day if this is correct. Saturday night at midnight, it's pretty much gone. And then Sunday will be cooler and drier. Highs will drop a pretty good bit. The GFS are showing a high Sunday of 60. Not as cool as recent runs, however. Let's check the European. This is Saturday at noon, and it's in pretty good agreement. It's got the rain coming in earlier. So instead of kind of hitting it harder Saturday night, looks like we'll need to hit it pretty much for the whole day Saturday. Here's Saturday night at midnight. That looks awfully wet, but notice the lack of any really intense wound-up surface low to the north. Both models are kind of backing off on the severe weather idea, just maybe a heavy rain event. And then Sunday at noon, it's over. So these runs are suggesting a good rain Saturday and Saturday night. Maybe some strong storms, not a major severe weather threat. And then Sunday, the whole thing winds down and we turn colder. And again, this run on the European not as cold on Sunday. It's got the 540 lineup around Memphis. That will suggest a high maybe in the 50s. And then Monday back to the GFS. That will be a sunny day. And again, not as cold as recent runs. We've seen several runs that got us down to freezing Monday morning. This would suggest maybe mid-30s. It'll be cold, but not as cold as what we have seen, and a high maybe around 60. There's Tuesday of next week. We stay dry. Wednesday, another front to the northwest. It's a week from today. And then Thursday, the 10th, that front comes in here. Pretty cold air behind that. And then Friday the 11th could be a pretty chilly day, or especially a chilly morning if that's right. And again, we could be close to freezing with the 540 line nearing Huntsville. Check the end of the forecast on the 18th of March. Well, no cold air on that look. Ridge nosing in from the Gulf, and that looks awfully warm. It'll be way up there in the 70s, maybe pushing 80 if that happens to be correct. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you are local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.